got water dripping out the city. Oh my God, boy, he got it blocked. Oh my God, boy, that boy on top. Sipping walk, make my heart stop. All these hoes, yeah, my love, my thigh. Yo, I let her go, put her on roll, put that whole payroll, put that whole on go. Yeah, she like to go, yeah, she love to blow. Get that dick show, like a snow cone. Yo, get that bag, show 'em how to ball. I'm in the mall, you know what I'm saying? Give me a minute, yeah, I need a minute, I'm in a minute, I'm in a minute, I'm gonna tell you, hey, Cardi B and Pippin, Cardi B and kick the shit in, yeah, give me a minute,
Yo, what's good? Want to make sure y'all can hear me real quick. 1 second. We should be good. All right, what's good, y'all? You know, I'm back. What's good, Cap? What's good, my boy? What's good? You know, I'm back from YouTube jail again. You know, this time I'm going to do right by y'all. I'm going to make sure it's just Dolphins content. That's all we doing. That's all we doing right now. Dolphins content. You know, when the games come on, you know, I'm going to pull up to some of the games and I'm going to record some of that, vlog it, put on this YouTube channel. That's all we're going to do. That's all we're going to do. But right now, I'm watching the parade to hate on the parade because the Heat, you know, they've been going to playoff games. They've been winning. Shout out to the Florida Panthers doing their thing. They've been winning too. I think it's back-to-back. Not even one back-to-back. And Dolphins have a hard time winning a playoff game. I don't know, man. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy, Cap. It's crazy. Like, look how deep it is, man. There's a lot of people out here. People about to touch the water, man. I probably should have went out there, vlogged it. That's crazy. That's wild, man. Imagine if the Dolphins win a Super Bowl. Imagine, man. This is what I want for the Dolphins. You know, I love the Florida Panthers. If I was a hockey fan, the Panthers would be my team. But it's just I want to see the Dolphins do their thing first. Then I'll show love to the Heat later. I'll show love to the Panthers later. But it's just, you know, I'm too focused on the Dolphins right now. I'm too focused, man. Katie to where? Houston. You lying. We're gonna check that. We're gonna check that out soon. You know, we got a good lineup today. Good lineup. If you go live, I'll go live with you, bro, during the games. We gonna see. You know, I'm gonna be at the tailgate. I'm gonna try to enjoy the tailgate, and I'll probably record it, you know, and then repost it on YouTube like the next day. You know, chop it up, get the good moments of the tailgate, the game, all that, get the whole experience. You know, it's gonna be like a lifetime memory on my page about the Dolphins. So we strictly Dolphins. You see, I got the Dolphin hat right now. You know, I got the poster. You know, I got everything, man. Everything. Imagine, fam, I want that for us so bad. I'm telling you, man, I be having dreams about this right here. I be having dreams. Look at this. I suck at fantasy football. Last place, 2024.
Day. Car's handling real good. Car's handling real good. It reminds me a lot of last year. It reminds me a lot of last year. Fuck, back-to-back champs, baby. You can't make it up. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
Bro, they that good? Back-to-back? Who do they think they is? Like the next Patriots or something?
Happened me coming to Florida.
I don't really
Sure,
know
I will
about
say
hockey
the
like
same
that, so
thing.
I can't really
It's
say
the
nothing.
same thing. We are a very special team here, and we are the champions of the world. Love every one of you.
Yeah, he's showing off now. Oh, he threw the mic.
All right, so there you've got your live stuff from Matthew Tkachuk. This is how we're doing.
Man, it's too hot for that. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Way too hot. Way too hot for this right here. I don't know if I would have pulled up. I don't know, but it's deep in Fort Lauderdale right now. It's deep. It is deep. Shoot, if this today, I might pull up. I'm going to down south anyway. I might pull up. Just look around, you know.
Doing here at the parade, so glad we got a little bit of mic time with him. Craig and Belkis, let's go back to you.
Good catch there, Josh. Yeah.
I can't wait till this happens for the Dolphins, man. We're going to shut down Florida when this happens for the Dolphins. We're going to shut down Florida. I swear on everything. Florida will be shut down. Miami Dolphins, Super Bowl. Florida shut down. They going to need the Army to stop us, man. They going to need the Army. You know, each year the NFL getting bigger as well. More fans, more international. So just imagine, bro. People going to fly in from different places. It's just going to be a big parade. Dolphin fans everywhere. You know, we just haven't had that moment. Once you win a Super Bowl, you get to meet a lot more fans, a lot more connections, you know. But if you're not even winning a playoff game, you're not going to get all those fans all together at one place. So that's something that the Dolphins really got to do, bro. To be honest, man.
Amazing. That was epic.
Good on you. Yes.
And they got horses out there and everything, man.
It's
They popping bottles, man. I'm going out there I'm going out there. I'm sorry. I'm going out there. After this stream, I'm going out there. I am going out there. Just so I can practice when the Dolphins win a Super Bowl. That's it. If this happens for the Dolphins, trust me, I'm gonna be on the bus with them. To be honest. Yeah, they lit out there. But shout out to the Panthers, man. Let's put it like this. In football terms, in the past 2 years, they got two of the best free agents that helped them win. Chucky and Marchand plus original crew are good. So they got like a dynamic duo pretty much. You know how when the Heat had the big three, Bosh, Wade, LeBron. So they have like a little duo that they got going on right now, pretty much, right? That's probably it. But back to back, that's crazy. They told me hockey was a hard sport. That's what they told me. No copyright. You got the kids out there. The kids out there lit. No school Sunday. I'm gonna be outside too. I think this is gonna be a whole day type of thing. So I'm gonna be in like Boca. I'll pull up to Fort Lauderdale. Check this out. Yeah, this is gonna be lit, man. Y'all follow me on Instagram. I might post it on Instagram if I pull up. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. So packed. So packed. Look at the difference. This was this morning. This morning. This afternoon. Crazy. Crazy. What that say? Thus says the Lord, you shall have no other. I don't know. Let me stop. Let me stop.
This month, parade of champions making its way down A1A. No one.
So what we need to do right now is copy what the Panthers are doing in regards to their team. Whatever they got going on, we need to simulate that into the Dolphins. You know, do we need another Tyreek Hill, or are we good with Jalen Waddle? You know, or is Tua really the problem? Do the Panthers have a player that's like a Tua? You know, so same thing with the Heat. We could look at the Heat and see what they did in regards to how good they got. You know, I'm pretty sure that Mike McDaniel and Eric Spoelstra, they had some conversations before. I seen them talk, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see if they're gonna make it happen this year. Okay. Beginning at 6 a.m. on Sunday. Damn. So it's gonna be deep the whole day. The roads will close beginning at 6 a.m. on Sunday. Oh, in the morning. When is it gonna end? I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna pull up, but I know it's deep out there. Oh, people at the beach. Oh, they got a little like, okay, I might pull up. Look, they got a little concert out there. Little concert. Okay. Yeah, shout out to the Panthers, man. You know, I'm not a hater, but at the same time, I just had to come on live and say something about this. I just had to, man. Plus, this is my first day back. First day back. Wow, it's crazy. It's like South Beach out there. It's like spring break. This is what I want for the Dolphins right here. This is what I want. This. When can we get this? Mike McDaniel, this is your last chance this year, dog. Come on, man. I want to be in this. You know? Like, if this was the Dolphins, I wouldn't even be on live right now. I would be over there. But since it's the Panthers, I respect them. I might pull up, show a little bit of love. That's the hometown team. So if I had to be a fan of hockey, it would be the Panthers. You know, that's how I'm going to call it out. But Dolphins, please get it right, man. Them boys went back to back on y'all before y'all even won a playoff game. Back to back. Back to back, man. $500,000. That's crazy. 500,000. Traffic must be bad right now. Traffic must be bad, ain't it? That's wild, man. I guess. Panthers parade, yay. Katie to Houston. What you think about that move, Cap? Katie to Houston. What you think about that move? Houston, who they got? They got Jalen Green. They got Tate. They got Sanguine. KD, he might work. He might work. But I don't know, man. The West is a strong division. It's a very strong division. So I don't know if the Rockets going to make it out, but they're going to get better with KD. That's how I feel about it. But I don't know if he's going to get them over to the top. I don't know. I wonder who the Miami Heat going to get now. Since KD went to Houston, who the Miami Heat going to get? There go the buses. Oh, he lit.
This is insane. Are you still rolling? Things are really good here. The weather's really holding up.
Oh, it was raining earlier. I remember that. What's good, my boy? What's good to my boy Zion from Georgia? What's good? Much love, Wagwan family. Houston got bread. They're not going to make movies. That's what you mean? Houston got bread. They're not going making movies. I like Capella. Wasn't he on the Hawks? I thought he was on the Hawks, ain't it? Or he probably got traded because the Hawks, they got a few big guys on their team. So so Capella, he's replaceable. Definitely replaceable.
Up nice. The fans aren't leaving, so I'm not gonna leave either. This will be fun.
Yeah, I would have left. No way I'm staying in that. I would have cleared it.
We'll see how everybody's feeling at the Hey! What's up, guys? Let's go! Let's go, Panthers! Yeah! All right, let's do this. Don't rain on my parade. What's going on over here? What's going on over here? No! Look at these people right here!
All 6 of us are standing in the rain.
All 6 of us, right? All 6 of us? All 6 of us! So how long have you been a Florida Panthers fan?
Oh, baby, 30 years, baby boy.
She lying. She lying, man. I don't think so. A lot of these Panthers fans, they're new fans. You know, I love the Panthers, but you know, that's why when I started seeing like they're doing their thing in hockey, I didn't really like jump onto them because I'm an honest fan. You know, but at the same time, if I really watched hockey, I would have been a Panthers fan. So I'm gonna show them love, you know. But hey, I might pull up after just to see like what the environment like. You know, once I don't have to work my 9 to 5 no more, I might try to post like me going to games for the Panthers and the Heat. You know, but I'm just working trying to make sure I can get to that point. So thank y'all for rocking with me. You know, we're gonna keep on going and I'm gonna get to that point. Trust me. What happened, Cap? You're not done making moves. They're not done making moves. Yeah, the season just ended pretty much. You know, today the last game for the finals. So right after this, teams going to work. They're gonna see how they gonna get their team better. They're gonna see how they gonna get that OKC type of team. You know, Indiana Pacers, they showed us something that we ain't really expect from them. But now that we see that their roster is good enough, you know, some people might try to get some players off their team. You know, I heard Miles Turner, he might be available. The center, that's what I heard. But OKC, you see how their roster is set up. That's how you gotta like make your team. You know, with the Heat, I feel like we close, but every time there's a big player available, you would hear that we're interested, but nothing ever happens. You know, multiple times. Maybe it's Giannis. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to see. But, you know, I would love Giannis, to be honest. You know, you got Tyler. He can shoot his threes. Khalil, you know, he a center as well. But, you know, Giannis, I just like him. Who I like tonight? I like the OKC. I like OKC. Pacers, I like them, but you know, I've been seeing that thing with Siakam. I don't know if you been seeing it. Wait, let me open it up in the other tab. Mr. Finisher, what you said? You said OKC. Yeah, I like OKC too, man. It's at their house, you know, and I feel like they're kind of on the same level, but they got the home field advantage with the last game. So I feel like OKC gonna pull it off. Like Close. Let me see. Look, like I've been scared of Siakam ever since I seen the video of him doing this right here. Like, Zoe, what you got going on, fam? What do you got going on at home? You know, I told my homeboy this is Hard Rock telling him to go over on everything. That's what I told my homeboy. Go over. Everywhere I put you for under. Go over on everything. He balled out, man. That boy balled out, man. You know, like low key, he need to get drug tested after this. Drug tested. It gotta be some type of witchcraft at this point, bro. The fact that we caught this on live television is crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like, this need to get investigated. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This need to get investigated because, like, somebody need to interview him and ask him what was going on at this point. Like, who were you talking to? Who was up in the sky at this point as to where you doing this? I'm telling y'all, man, some type of voodoo witchcraft. And look at this guy in the back right here. Look at him. Look at him. As soon as he looked up, he looked at him. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Something's going on, man. It gotta be the parlays, bro. It gotta be the parlay. The parlay Lord telling him to go over on everything. And we seen it on live television. That's what happened with this. And it's like, who is this guy in the back? He in all black. He looked like the Undertaker. I don't know what's going on, man. It's crazy. The NBA need to get investigated after this. To be honest, man. I think we caught something that we shouldn't have not seen. You know? Is this even real? Oh, he questionable? Wait, this is June 20th. We gonna see. But Pascal, he look like a scary guy, man. Pascal Siakam, like that name. I know something up, bro. I know something up with him. I know it. Siakam locked in for 6, bro. It looked like something's going on under there, but we can't really see because everybody else blocking him. Everybody else blocking him. Yeah, bro. This is like a lifetime meme right here. Lifetime meme. People gonna remember that forever. Like, come on, man. He could be a big guy. He getting rebounds. You know, he could put up points as well. 16, that's a lot of points. That's a lot of points, man. Yeah, that boy Williams leaning. He had him leaning, man. And look, hold on. Y'all see that? Wait, hold up. Bro, why is he clapping in the back? Why he looking at him? He clapping because the parlay lords are calling in just to make sure that they get their money tonight. It's like, yes, the parlay lords will win tonight. They will steal everybody money. You know, they will steal everybody parlays. That's what he's saying right now. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I still like OKC. Attended the BWB camp with no basketball experience. made his way into starting lineup despite missing his whole freshman year, won the G League as a finals MVP, NBA champion. With what team? Oh, the Raptors? Oh, he was already a champion. Oh, okay. And he won the MVP, Eastern Conference. Okay. Second finals appearance. So Siakam, he might be possessed tonight. If we seen what we seen on game 6, if we see it in game 7, he gonna do the same thing. But I don't know if it's gonna be enough to get over the top at OKC house. You know? I don't know. I feel like OKC gonna find a way to stop him, but he's still gonna do his thing, man. He's still gonna do his thing, man. Watch, I bet you like NBA players gonna be scared of Siakam now. He gonna be well known just because of that meme, and people gonna be scared playing like defense. Like, oh man, I don't know if like I push him a little bit too hard, you know, he might do something to me. You know, something might happen to me when I go back home. That's what gonna happen. I see Siakam, I'm not gonna play with him. After seeing this, bro, I'm not playing with Siakam no more. You got that, fam. You're a Hall of Famer. I'm gonna leave it at that. You got that. Definitely got that, man. Let's check out more of the Panthers. No space at all. No space. Who's this, the mayor? Dolphins, what are y'all doing, dog? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing, man? We low-key need a clean house. We low-key need a clean house. You know, Eric Spoelstra, he's still with the Heat because he already did it already. He already won one. You know, the Panthers head coach, I'm pretty sure they're not going to let him go. Back to back, he's still going to be there. Us, 20 years, nothing. That goes to show you, like, it's the people in the office. But, you know, I'm gonna give our office some confidence. You know, I'm cool with them. I'm chill on them. We're going to see how this season goes. But just seeing this right here, it makes my heart hurt. You know, it don't make me feel right just watching this. You know, but I got respect for the Panthers, though. You know, you're setting a good example. You know, we like the baby boy to the Panthers now. The Panthers run South Florida. We can't let that happen. We can't let that happen. We can't. I might have mastered the transportation system. Yeah, they be having these little floaties that go on. Man, that boy about to drop the trophy. That boy about to drop the trophy, man. Parking info. Arrive early. Event rules close at 8 a.m. Panthers general manager. When will this be, Chris Greer? When? When? Let me know in the comments. When?
Make some noise right now. I need all my Panthers fans to make some noise right now.
Make some noise right now. Yeah, I might have to hit the beach today. Something. Yeah, man. But let me get to what I came on here to talk about for real. Let me see. All right, we're going to talk about what Kendall Lamb said about the Dolphins culture compared to the Eagles culture. As the Philadelphia Eagles prepare for the 2005 season, veteran offensive tackle Kendall Lamb is emerging as a pivotal figure after an impressive 2024 season. I wouldn't say impressive. He was okay. I give him that. Where he allowed 0 sacks and achieved a top-tier pass blocking grade. Lamb is poised to serve as a crucial backup for both Mailata and Lane Johnson. His extensive NFL experience positions him as reliable as it doesn't say nothing. It says he's 30. He's one of the most important Eagles of 2025. He's number 30 on the team. Number 30. There's a 3-man on a roster. So since him being number 30, it's just like he okay. We're gonna see if he gets some playing time. You just gotta see if Mailata get injured or if Lane Johnson get injured. They had Fred Johnson last year, but he signed with the Jaguars, and they got Kendall Lamb just to replace him. So, the funny thing is, y'all remember what Kendall Lamb said the other year? Y'all remember? I'm about to play it right now.
I'm a very simple man. I've seen and watched a lot of videos of people signing their contracts down in Miami. That always fits them. I'm a very simple man. I watch them go out on the beautiful, deck out there and say, Miami Dolphins, welcome, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm here in Charlotte, North Carolina. This will be signed, sealed, delivered back to Miami. And I get to step out on my beautiful back porch to the beautiful, beautiful weather, beautiful flowers, beautiful trees. I'm a simple man, so I can tell you I'm very, very appreciative of this. This will be the last ride for me, so to play.
Let me play it back. Hold on.
Very appreciative of this. This will be the last ride for me, so to play in Miami and play with good people, good organization, great fans. It's amazing to me to close this football chapter the right way. So, Miami Dolphins, thank you so much. Blessed, excited for year 10. Let's close this the right way. Go Fins. I've seen it.
So I guess we didn't close it the right way. So now he's going to give it one more shot with the Eagles. Does Vic Fangio have something to do with this? I know he the DC for the Eagles, but I think he has something to do with this. Now he taking shots at the Dolphins, saying that the culture is completely different. Completely different.
And kind of him learning how to catalog, and you talked about Patrick. Everybody's different, but when you reflect back on your own career, what was that process like of getting comfortable with your own routine?
Well, I'll say this. The guy that I was with in Houston was Coach O'Brien. And the way we do things here is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it was very, very different when I was in Houston. That's a New England style. That's everybody's there 5-10 minutes early. The phone was put on the no.
You see, he's throwing shade right now. When he was saying this, he was throwing shade at the whole team. The way he explaining it is it shows like, okay, something happening in the locker room, but he's not going to speak on it. He's showing you the signs right now in this press conference. Let me play it back. Listen closely.
Own career, what was that process like of getting comfortable with your own routine?
Well, I'll say this. The guy that I was with in Houston was Coach O'Brien. And the way we do things here is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it was very, very different when I was in Houston. That's a New England style. That's everybody's there 5-10 minutes early. The phone was put on the no phones in the meeting room. If it came on in the meeting room, you were dead scared. Like, it was just a different environment. Plus, it's a different state of the world. It's a different time. So it's like, from my perspective, they taught us how to be pros very, very early. I was picking Dwayne Brown's mind, Derek Newton, Ben Jones. I can go down to Suafilo, Brandon Brooks. Like, I always want to see their routines. And at the same time,
he said this so the other players could listen up as well. You know, it seems like Kendall Lamb, he's a guy that's going to lead by example, but he not going to go tit for tat with you. You know, he just going to say in the press conference, be real. You know, he talking about his history, telling the young ones, like, this is how I came up. You know, the stuff that y'all doing, it wasn't allowed back then. You know, now he's with like an old school type of culture with the Eagles, and everything is ran how he's used to running it. And when he got to Miami, everything got completely different. You know, we brought him in because he's a scheme fit, definitely a scheme fit, a lighter tackle, you know, but definitely has some play strength, you know, but man, something wrong with the culture, but the boys saying it's changing, but we gonna see this year. We gonna see.
Time I had the Vince Wilforks, Whitney Merciless, J.J. Watts, Brian Cushings across the line for me, to name a few. So it's like, and I was fortunate enough to practice against them very early with the ones, so I had to learn shit very fast. And it's like when you break down your film and when you talk to them, you learn, okay, you may have had a good day today, but it has nothing to do with tomorrow. You have to build your Rolodex, you have to see what worked, you have to see what didn't, and you kind of start the process all over again tomorrow. So for me, it was all about, you know, stacking good days, but being very real with yourself. Because, I mean, the film doesn't lie. So, yes, sir.
True. Film doesn't lie. Film doesn't lie. So, Kendall Lamb saying what he said is not surprising to me. It's not surprising. It's not surprising. This is what a fan said about Kendall Lamb when we signed him. The fan said, Kendall Lamb played for the Titans last year, right? Yes. He any good? He had a good attitude. It was a decent swing tackle, but there's a reason why we cut him. Wow. He was a solid pass blocker, but couldn't run block. That's kind of our thing. Makes sense. We just signed him. Our O-line is down bad. You could do worse. I remember everyone in the building saying he was a good team player. Per my sources, he's definitely solid. You know, so he's a good swing guy to have on your team, but him being on the Eagles might elevate his gameplay. It might do that. Here we got Kendall Lamb at left tackle. I think Teron Armstead got hurt on this one, and he came in. Good block. You know, low key on this one, he should have cut him off. Make sure you could turn back this way so he could get in front of his face, get that outside shoulder, but he still pancaked him. That's good enough too. Like, he even get to the running back. So this is a very good block by Kendall Lamb. Just threw that way. Who's that? Eric Kendricks? Yeah, that's Eric Kendricks right there. Used to play for the Vikings. Get out my way. You know? Just him being on the Eagles, he going to be a way better tackle on the Eagles. That's what I feel like, because he already on a team with that pretty much has the best O-line. You know, he's going to be able to elevate his game to a higher level playing with that O-line, and shoot, who knows, maybe somebody trades for him. He get more money, because he told us that he going to retire, but he ain't retired. He said, nah, I'm going to go play for the Eagles. That's what he said, man. So, you know, I'm not hating on Kendall Lamb. I love him as a person. You know, I mess with him, but it's just crazy how he calling us out on the culture. You know, it's true, but fam, you say he's gonna leave right after you play with us. Now you on to a new team talking about their culture. So it's crazy. It is crazy. Next we got Teron Armstead talking about Mike McDaniel and what's in store for this year. You know, he not on the team no more, but he gonna be honest and speak on our head coach. You know, we're gonna read between the lines and see what he really saying about our head coach.
This year, Mike McDaniel specifically, it's time. It's time to go win. You know, he's come in with an innovative offense. He's made football look different. It's been fun, and I think he's learned. You know what I mean? He came in as a rookie head coach when I got to Miami. And over these last 3 years, he's took a lot of bumps and bruises. He's took some scars and wounds, and he's learned. So now it's time to really show the world, and I fully believe in him.
RC, is Armstead right here?
But he is right? Like, this is the year he has to show us there's a counterpunch to his offense. You know, early on, the shifts, the motions, the timing, I believe all of those things were sort of new and innovative. But now these defenses see those things week in and week out. There has to be a level of physicality to their run game. It can't be all smoke and mirrors. And also some of the timing things.
I love it. They snapping. Some type of physicality. That's what we need. But we're going to see if we got the guys to do that. We're going to see.
That Tua is so good at is also being things that are getting caught on to by the defenses. He has to have something else to add to this team this year, or in a division that could be getting better, but that Buffalo runs, they could find themselves falling out of the pack and not being a playoff contender.
I've known McDaniel for a long time, and one thing I'll say about him is that he's always been very adaptable, and I think that's a very underrated quality in a coach. He is a young head coach, as Armstead pointed out there, and I think he can recognize the flaws of his team in past years, not the least of which are some of the narratives that exist, like, are they a tough enough team? Do they have enough bruisers in the trenches? Can they handle cold weather? Like, he doesn't just cast those things aside and say, whatever, we're fine, we'll just plow through it. He does change, and I think that I've seen from him this offseason the willingness to do that. They're trying to get much tougher up front. He believes this offensive line will be better than any other year before this one. Listen, when he was with the 49ers, he was...
Are you sure? Are you sure without Teron Armstead? Are you sure about that? Are you sure, Coach? Are you positive?
He's a run game coordinator. He's the reason Deebo Samuel became a running back. He was the one who went out and found Deebo and said, this guy can be a running back. He can think like that, and I think that that's going to be an important quality going into this season, to make sure that he doesn't stay in his tunnel vision, and I think quite clearly he is capable of that, and I think we'll see more of that in 2025.
We're going to see, man. It seems like the media is kind of like 50-50 on Mike McDaniel right now. Teron Armstead, you know, he give his high praise, you know, but he not going to speak on the bad things on Coach. He not going to do that. He not. We can't expect to hear that from a player. So we're going to see what Mike McDaniel provide. I think this year is going to define what coach Mike McDaniel is. Is he a good coach or is he a bad coach? This is the year that's going to show it. This is the year.
Agree with you there. Miami Dolphins, you went with their quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, and I do certainly agree with you there. This is the last year in which Tua is like not really movable at all whatsoever. So they have him for 2025. There's no question about it. If they were to cut him next offseason, they still take on dead money, but it's only $22 million. And I say only $22 million, and maybe before that would have scared some people off, but
nah, 22 mil, it don't even seem like nothing. The cap just keep on going higher. You just keep on going. So we're going to see what happens with Tua this year. If he ball out, win at least one playoff game, we chilling. But if he don't do that, that's all I'm going to say.
As we've seen as of late, it feels like teams are not afraid to take on a ton of dead cap if they believe that's what the best move is for improving their quarterback position. And so $22 million kind of feels like chump change at that point if you don't think that Tua Tagovailoa is your guy moving forward. To be honest with you, Dalton, I think this is a great choice, not just for Tua and certainly him being healthy long-term and making it through a full season and sort of where he is with this contract and all of that, but I think it is a make or break year for the entire Miami Dolphins organization.
I love that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me play that back real quick. Hopefully some Dolphin players, the coach, the players, they're safe. We can't blame this on the players. Now it's the organization now. Even though the players included with the organization, it's mostly the organization that's in trouble.
make or break year for the entire Miami Dolphins organization. With their general managers, with their total front office, with their coaching staff, with the roster as it's currently constructed, everything. And certainly anytime that's the case, you're centered around the quarterback position. But to be honest with you, I think it's a make or break for every single person that is employed by the Miami Dolphins right now.
I think that's a great call. I was just thinking the same thing. And I think if I was just going to ask you, does it feel like they're the most make or break team in the NFL this year? And I would agree with that.
Yes.
I mean, and I think
that's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it. The make or break team. The make or break team. Very good way to put it, man. You could label us as that team this year. Most definitely. Most definitely.
even in a player sense, it's a combo between Tua and this offensive line. You could pick out Patrick Paul or James Daniels or Jonas Savaianea or whoever on this offensive line. Because we have to remember, even with Teron Armstead last year and now he's retired, they were 20th in the league in pass blocking grade. You know, it's kind of a similar situation as we have in Houston where you weren't good already and now you've lost by far the best player in that unit, and you've got a quarterback that's only played 17 games once in his career, right? When he's healthy, Tua's pretty good. And even that year he was healthy in 2023, an 88.6 passing grade. We have seen him have success. The problem is he hasn't been on the field enough, and when he's not on the field, the Dolphins absolutely sink. So I think between the pass protection and Tua's health and then the effectiveness of him being on the field for the full 17 and playing well behind this offensive line, it's really, you're right, it's a make or break for the entire organization, but it always starts with the quarterback. If he gets hurt again behind this offensive line this year, things could go south really quick for Miami.
Yeah, we in trouble. We in trouble. Shout out to, who is it? I don't even know how to say his name, man. I don't know. I noticed that your channel could benefit from a larger audience to help boost your streams with the right support. You could start earning up to $24 per hour on Kick. I can help grow your channel by getting you 3,000 real followers and 200 live views. Is this a spam? Is this real? I don't know, man. I don't know, but hey, y'all go follow me on Kick, please, and thank you. Y'all go follow me on Kick. But yeah, the Dolphins, the make or break team this year. Make or break team this year. Teron Armstead. We got something else in regards to him speaking on Tua. Let's hear what he got to say.
The last half decade has been. Teron, just looking at the former organization as you left the Miami Dolphins, a lot of what went wrong last year and what's gone wrong over the last half decade has been the injuries that have plagued Tua. Sitting here as an insider, and we're the outsiders, but as an insider, what are some of the things that you can point to as to why Dolphins fans and why NFL fans should have confidence that Tua is the guy for the Miami Dolphins long term?
Good question.
I wholeheartedly believe in Tua. Believe in his ability. I've seen him snap into a mode that looked familiar to me from Drew Brees. That's why I have no problem making that comparison. The consistency of that, him snapping into that like assassin mode, that sniper mode, that's that championship DNA that we want to see more consistently. I believe he can do it. I believe he can. We can keep him upright up front. I think the Dolphins season it comes down to Tua's availability, and if we can get Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips healthy. On that defense, I think those two guys healthy with Chop Robinson, it changes the whole dynamic of the team.
So if that were to happen, what are the expectations then for the Dolphins?
It makes sense, man. If we get the 100% of Jalen Phillips, same thing with Bradley Chubb, we gonna be getting pressure on that quarterback, man. We gonna be a top 10 team in regards to sacks this year. Top 10 team in regards to sacks. I can see it. I could definitely see it, but we gotta make sure our defense can hold up. We could have a lot of sacks, but that don't mean our defense is gonna be good. We gotta make sure our DBs could hold up. You know, you should be able to if our defense gonna be getting pressure, and if Jalen Phillips stay healthy and Bradley Chubb stay healthy, the DB should be able to execute. We're gonna get there quick, so you gotta make a play. Gotta make a play.
Dolphins, we talking playoffs, we talking completing for the division. What do you see them being able to achieve?
If we can get those three factors, those three guys I named, there's no limit to me. I feel that strongly. There's no limit.
We go see, but one thing about our DBs, man, they're gonna get targeted a lot. They're gonna get targeted a lot. They're gonna get tried a lot. You know, Jason Marshall, get ready. Get ready. You're gonna be going up against a lot of good receivers. A lot of good receivers, man. Same thing with Storm Duck. Get ready. I don't know if you're gonna bring somebody else in. Jair Alexander, he already with the Ravens, sadly. But we should have seen that with Lamar Jackson, Louisville. I seen that coming from a mile away. Definitely seen that coming. All right. Next, I wanted to talk about Tusi. Tusi, he's saying that he's trying to be an NFL player. You know, I don't know if y'all know Tusi. He's an artist. I would show y'all his music, but I might get copyright. You know, but he linked up with Bill Belichick. That's pretty cool right there. He said it's only a dream until it becomes reality. You either a part of history, a part of the story, or apart from the story. You decide. 2X. I don't know if this means that he's signing with UNC. I don't know if this means that. Bill Belichick look like he ready to give him an NIL deal and an offer. He ready. He ready to see. He could probably be like a slot receiver. I can see a slot receiver. There you go right here. He be putting parlays in. See, it seems like he be hitting. It seems like he be hitting. Okay. Okay, Tusi. Okay. I don't know. It look like he's sticking to music. He back in the studio. He back in the studio. I'm about to show y'all the routes next. Hold on. That's how he doing parlays and working out. You see, he be on I don't know if y'all know him, Tusi Picks. Oh, he got a little page where he posts his picks. Okay.
Over 7 strikeouts.
Love that.
Logan Webb over 96.5 pitches thrown.
Ooh.
Again.
That would put in parlays in for real, man. He putting parlays in for real. Let me show y'all the highlight. You see, he catch him in one hand. Okay. Okay. Most rappers can't do this. Most rappers can't do this. I'm sorry. You know, he could get a little bit more in shape, you know, get on a little like meal plan. He'll 4'6". He's showing he got hands. Okay. He a little bit stiff, but we could work with that. Okay, 2C. I like the effort. You know, we could work on the speed. You know, put him on a jug machine. You know, 100 balls a day. He could be pretty decent. I want to see his vertical though. Ain't he like what, 5'6", 5'7"? I forgot 2C height. I'm gonna be the first artist to go back and go D1 for football. I'm pushing myself every day, my first love. But he low-key fake though. He was just at UNC with Bill Belichick. Now he at NC State. That's crazy, man. Wow. But he got potential though. I'm not gonna lie, he got potential. Should the Dolphins try? You know, I'm pretty sure he got a crib over here. But he said D1. He didn't say nothing about the NFL. So I don't know if the NFL is what he's looking for. But if he's able to do this, anything is possible. Back then, you could never imagine this happening. But now it seems like you could do whatever the hell you want. You know, like it's going to get to a point as to where I think like you might see streamers on NFL teams. You know, you already see Destroying, a YouTuber, made it to the XFL. You know, he could easily get signed by an NFL team. Boom. Did he go to? I think he went to college, but at the same time, it just goes to show you. You know, it's possible to make an NFL team. It's possible, but we're gonna see if Tusi could do it. If Tusi could do it, anybody. But yeah, man, shout out to Tusi. This guy said, nigga, Tusi 25 talking about going back to college to play D1 football. Like my ass off. Niggas and gotta learn when to hang it up. That's very true. That's very true. But I think he's still straight in regards to age, man. There's some dudes 30 years old playing college football. 30 years old, man. So he could play a good 2 years. If he really want to take it serious, that would be lit. If he's a rapper / college football player or NFL player, that would be lit right there. But we're going to see if that happens in the future. We're going to see. You know, the game changing before our eyes, man. Each year the game changing, but I'm a adjust. You know, some people, they going to stay in the past, but I'm going to look forward to the future, and we're going to see what's going to happen, man. We're going to see. We're going to see. Here we got Drew Brees. He going to say something about Tua. A little podcast shot to Cam Jordan. Let's check out what he had to say about Tua.
So I look at guys like Tua. I look at guys like Brock Purdy. To me, maybe those are two of the guys that are most similar from the perspective of, hey, they're shorter quarterbacks, right? They're not the strongest arm guys. I would say, look, man, like they've got a lot of experience. I mean, Tua had a lot of college snaps. Brock Purdy at Iowa State had a lot of college snaps. I was a 3-year starter in college. I think that's something that as scouts look at, you know, young QBs, that can't be underestimated. And that is their experience level in college. Like, look at the hype that was put around guys like Mitch Trubisky, Trey Lance. And I'm not saying those guys aren't going to become, you know, great players, but those guys only had 11 games or less in college, right? So you think about the number of games, the number of snaps, the amount of experience, like you kind of expect them to come in and be this world beater. Well, no, that takes time, right? It takes time because it takes experience and it takes reps and just time on task, right? So I think these are all things that as you look at like this next generation of QBs, man, experience in college is so important, right? And then,
but the thing is, Tua got that experience in college, and on top of that, he got 4 years of experience right now in the NFL, and we still haven't gotten what we were expecting of him. We haven't gotten anything yet. You know, I will understand if Tua didn't really have experience in college, and then we just thrusted him in to be a starter, but it's not the case. That is not the case. So I don't know. Drew Brees, of course, he's showing praise to Tua. You know, there are some similarities in regards to their game, but at the same time, it's just like Tua, the time, the clock is clicking, not clicking, ticking. The clock is ticking. So we're going to see what happens when that time come around. We're going to see. Right here we have Cedric Wills. So I'm hearing that he has a lingering knee injury from last season. Is planning to sit out most, if not the whole season, for the upcoming season to fully recover and get back to 100%. That's crazy right there. That's crazy. Like back in the day, this was never a thing. Taking a whole year break, then coming back. Maybe this is going to start being a thing. It's possible. Maybe some players, they'll do the NFL 4 years, take a break for 1 year, come back, play another 4 years, take a break 1 year. They're going to start allowing this since that's what he's doing. You know, you can't really stop it. If a player is saying that they cannot play this year and they still young and they still want to play after an injury, then they're allowed to do that. You know, it's just the thing of you're not going to be getting paid. So you better have some money saved up if you're going to do this. You know, I was really looking forward to the Dolphins signing Cedric Wills. I think if Cedric Wills was going to play this year, he would have signed with the Dolphins. That's what I think. That's what I think. But I'm guessing that knee injury was something serious because, you know, based off his gameplay his first year compared to now, you could kind of see like the decline Maybe it's because of the lingering injuries. Who knows? Maybe he's dealing with the Teron Armstead type of issue. Maybe he's another caliber of a Teron Armstead. We could put him in that fashion. If you watch their games, they're kind of similar in regards to body structure, size. I see a lot of similarities in their game. I thought this would have been the perfect guy, first round pick. We could develop him into being a guy similar to Teron Armstead. Maybe we could turn him into like our mini Teron Armstead, but he's not going to play this year. Maybe he comes to the Dolphins next year. Who knows? But I was really looking forward to this guy right here. Really looking forward to him. As a prospect, Jedrick Wills ranked 6th overall, 7th overall, 9th overall, 12th overall, 15th. First round pick all across the board. Maybe the injuries were really the issue in regards to him not living up to what we thought he could be. It's possible.
The draft high. My thing, though, I guess the thing I'll push back on is people who really crap on Andrew Berry about taking Wills over Wharfs and saying he's just such a. It's not like he went and drafted a complete unknown. Jed Wills was an extremely highly ranked player coming out of the draft, first round draft grade. He was seen as an A+ pick. Joe Thomas was elated when we took Jed Wills. So hindsight's 2020. Everybody can go back and be like, now look at it. You should have taken this guy. But it's not like at the time that Jed Wills was seen as a terrible draft pick. He was graded out high. He was projected to be a top draft pick. Everybody was happy with the signing of him. You can't. To me, it's effort. It looks like effort. And like you said, disinterest. Just like football is. We always hear like it's a job to these guys that once it gets to this level, but you have to have some kind of passion for the game. And if not, you at least have to be motivated by, I want to be good at my job, And if he doesn't look like, I don't know what motivates Jed Wills.
But at the same time, he could be dealing with something that we don't really know about ourselves. That could be the scenario as well. But a shot at him, man. Hopefully he get better. Hopefully he recovers and he comes back next year.
My thing, though,
hopefully. The Dolphins actually reached out to Wills. Jedrick was Tua's left tackle at the University of Alabama and would serve as a solid depth piece to a team that desperately needs it. I think we definitely do need depth behind Patrick Paul and Austin Jackson. I don't really like what we got right now in regards to depth at tackle. So Jedrick he would have been a good depth piece in regards to competition from the boys. But what we got right now ain't no competition. We got to hope that Patrick Paul work. We got to hope that Austin Jackson work. If one of them boys get injured, now we playing like O-line, mix and match. We might see Aaron Brewer at tackle at one point. We might see him at right tackle. I think that's gonna happen. Seeing Aaron Brewer at tackle, I think that's gonna happen this year. But I don't want to wish injury on the team. But I just have a vision of seeing Aaron Brewer at tackle. Maybe Mike McDaniel calls a play up of him at tackle. Who knows? But we're going to see Aaron Brewer at tackle. There's going to be a lot of mix and matching on the O-line if we can't hold up. They're going to try to do whatever they can to make sure that O-line can hold up, call the best plays for the O-line. But we're going to see if it's going to work. We're going to see. We're going to see, man. Jedrick Wills allowed 20 pressures as a rookie, which was the 6th lowest mark among left tackles who played at least 750 snaps. But he dramatically decreased. Jedrick Wills has already given up the same amount of pressures, 18, as he did his rookie season. One of the real issues for the Browns through 4 games. 4 games. 18 pressures. But your rookie season, you had 18 pressures the whole year. So there could be something really wrong with him, bro. could be something really, really wrong with Cedric Wills, man. But hey, we praying for him. Shout out to Cedric. I really wanted the Dolphins to sign him. Really wanted it, but if he gotta stay healthy, let him stay healthy. Let him do his thing, man. Let him do his thing. What else I got for y'all, man? What else I got for y'all? Okay, we could look up the Houston thing, the Rockets. The Rockets. Thank you for everything, Jalen Green. What? He got traded. The Phoenix Suns are trading two-time NBA Final Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. Oh, man, that's crazy. I ain't know all that. That's wild. Jalen Green? Nah, I think the Rockets would have been better off with what they got, bro. You know, KD not worth all that, in my opinion. He's not worth all that. That's too much for KD. A new era, Kevin Durant. The Rockets will be KD's 15. KD, he don't care about his legacy, man. He don't care. He just gonna hop from team to team to team. You know, he just bouncing around right now. KD ran through. KD ran through, man. I'd be surprised if he ends up on another team. I'd be real surprised after this. OKC Rockets. Wait, James Harden, he on the Clippers, right? Yeah, he on the Clippers. And now he on the Rockets. Russell, he on the Nuggets right now. I'm not going to speak on this. I'm not going to even read this. I might get in trouble. Oh, this is KD reaction.
You're headed to Houston. How does that sound?
We're going to see, man. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see.
We'll see what happens, but I am excited. Great young core, great coach. I think we do.
You think he chose Houston over Miami? Let me know. That's what I think. He probably had the choice of, do you want to go to Miami or do you want to go to Houston? And then he's seen both of the rosters, which one he probably fits in more with, you know, and he probably chose Houston.
It'd be a great fit there. A lot going on right now. I'm asking two more questions. You're headed to Houston.
Yeah, man. I don't know about y'all, but this just like ruins his legacy. Him just going from team to team to team. He never like holds it down for a certain team. Like I always imagined KD staying with the Thunder. Always imagined that, but look where he at now. He on his 6th or 5th team. Like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Now you ring chasing for real. You are ring chasing now. My next chapter, 2025, 2026. I mean, this is not a bad lineup. Not a bad lineup. I don't know. Let me look up their roster. Houston Rockets roster.
Athletes on its roster. Here are the first three: Jalen Green, Alperen Sengun, and Steven Adams.
Steven Adams, that's a big guy. Now, the shooters that you got Fred, he could shoot. Jabari, he low-key straight. You know, he showed some flashes this year. I'll give him that. Tari Eason, he be having his moments, you know. But I don't know if KD was worth giving up all them damn players. It was Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green. That's about it, right? That's about it. I would have give up Jalen Green, but no Dylan Brooks. But them on the Suns now, that I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. That's gonna be a high scoring team. Now he gonna be on the same team as Booker. A very high scoring team. The Rockets ruined their future for Wash Snake. Oh, they already traded for Russell Westbrook? Oh nah. I don't even think that's the case. I think they just been on the Rockets at a certain point. KD was the only one missing, so so you telling me all them boys went to those teams and ain't get no rings from the Rockets? No rings. We're gonna see if KD could do it, but that's crazy. That's crazy. Rockets, I know I said y'all should be doing what the Thunder is doing, but I ain't really mean y'all going to get all their old players to make y'all roster. I ain't mean that, but that's what the Rockets doing. That's what the Rockets doing. Jabari Smith. See, this is the starting five, probably. This is the starting five right here. And then this is the backups. I don't know if this team is enough to make it all the way there, but they definitely gonna make the playoffs for sure with this team. Barring any injuries, definitely gonna make the playoff. Yeah, this gotta be intentional, man. Gotta be intentional. People saying it's an unserious franchise. Oh, he from Texas? KD from Texas? I didn't know that.
And let me tell you why this has nothing to do with basketball. This about KD and his money. A lot of people don't know this. They think KD just hoop, but he really one of the greatest investors. He was early in Coinbase, made him millions. He was early in Robinhood, did over 2,500% return on the money that he put in Robinhood.
For real?
He was early in Postmates, and then they got bought out by Uber. $15 million payday for KD. And then just yesterday, he buys a minority stake in PSG right after they won the chip. But the problem is KD out there in Arizona. In Arizona, with the local tax and the state taxes, you're going to pay about 8% on your money every year. So what does KD do? Now that he's the big-time investor, goes to Texas, where there's no state taxes. I see you, Kevin.
KD all about his bread, man. He not ring chasing. He all about his bread. That's it. That's it. All about his money. Let me see here. Would y'all put them in the top 10? I don't know. Maybe. I might put them in the top 10. Maybe.
It's my hood.
Funny, man. Funny. See, this the KD I miss. This the KD I miss, man. This was the SGA back in the day. This KD. That was him. For real. Let me see if I can find something else to react to. I think I got some stuff on Instagram. But I'm happy I'm back. Very happy I'm back. YouTube has shut me down, but I'm back on now. We doing strictly Dolphins. I might flip it from here or there, but I'm gonna stay strictly with the Dolphins. I'm gonna start posting music and all that. We got it all coming. Got it all coming. Let me go to Instagram real quick. All right. Oh man. Bro, I just hopped on Instagram. I swear on everything. Hold on. Wait till I show y'all what I'm looking at right now. Wait till I show y'all, man. Wait. What is Tyreek Hill doing? Oh, I thought he's about to wrestle. Like Tyreek Hill, he a character, man. He's always doing something. Look at him twerking. Oh man. Hey, this is the Dolphins wide receiver number 1 right here. This is him. Look, he acting like he just scored a touchdown. Come on, man. Doing backflips for no reason. Hey, be careful. You better not get hurt. That's all I'm going to say. Tyreek Hill, the end, bro. The end. You did okay, but the end, you got me. Come on, dog. Come on, Tyreek. You twerking now? Oh, that's what we doing now, huh? That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Tyreek Hill, he like a movie star or something. Tyreek Hill, like I said, don't get injured. Don't get injured. He got no shoes on. What's up with Tyreek Hill? First, no socks. Now he got no shoes. Like Tyreek Hill, he's something else, man. That's his second flip. He gonna do it again.
Come on, baby.
Shout out to all the grandparents in the world, dog. My grandparents raised me ever since I was a kid. I grew up on a farm, and you know they just been special my whole entire life. I started playing football at age 6. Started running track, and my grandparents, they never missed a game ever since. Like everywhere I go, my grandparents there, you know what I'm saying? Even now that I'm in the league, you know, I got a real good relationship with my parents, but my grandparents, they really hold a special place in my heart, man, because no matter where I'm at in the world, they always gonna show up. And no matter what I'm doing in the world, they always gonna show up, and they always gonna have my back. And, you know, they kind of pushed me to a level when I was a kid that made me, you know, relentless, that made me, you know, never wanting to like stop loving what I'm doing, which is football or whatever I'm doing, man. And I just love my grandparents to death, dog. I live in the world, and I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful that God.
Fanatics games.
Yeah, I don't got my grandparents, but shout out to Tyreek.
Look at the board. There's 50 amazing athletes. I want you to pick one who you'd like to take on in a speed challenge. Who do you want?
Who the fastest here right now? Tyreek.
Oh, okay. So you would race Tyreek?
I would, of course.
Okay, one-on-one. What would it look like in your ideal world?
Okay, say if we do a 60-meter race. It's going to be a close one. Don't get me wrong. He's fast, but I'm coming out on top. Simple as that.
I don't think so, man. I think Tyreek beating I Show Speed. Let me know in the comments, man.
At Fanatics Fest, make sure you come by the Soul Runner booth here at Fanatics Fest. And we have done a collab with Fanatics Fest. You see the Soul Runner, and we got a bunch of New York logos on the back. It's pretty cool. NYC logos. So we got 2 designs. We got this design.
Tyreek Hill, he a businessman. He a businessman. So I can't blame him, but at the same time, you out there twerking. Like, come on, Tyreek. You out there twerking. I'm gonna react to the I Show Speed race. Let me find it. All right. So for those who don't know, let me give you our update. So this is a streamer, and this is like a former football player. You know, so off rip, based off somebody who has experience actually playing football, you would think that the football player would win. But I Show Speed, he thinks that he's like the fastest person on the planet, you know, but I don't think so. You know, if he went up against Tyreek Hill, I think Tyreek Hill beating him. But Ashton, I don't think so. He looks like he could be fast. He has a lot of body mass on him, but at the same time, he got a lot of more weight on him. So I Show Speed might be able to like get one up on him. But we're gonna see. They're gonna race right now, and we're gonna see who's gonna win.
It's time for me to expose Ashton Hall. Speed versus Ashton Hall. Let's get this shit right. It's over for you. Go!
Like, watch I Show Speed and let me know if y'all think he could beat Tyreek Hill. He fast. His name is Speed for a reason.
Fuck this nigga. I'm out. Please. Fuck out of here. What I say? What I say?
Oh man, this guy wild, man. But he was moving though. I ain't gonna lie. He was moving. He was definitely moving. Let me put the volume up a little bit. 82, that's straight. Like if Ashton had less weight on him, maybe he could stay up a little bit and keep up with him, but too much weight and he just can't keep up with a guy this fast, man.
Fuck this nigga. I'm out. Please. Fuck out of here.
And he tried him on the way there. And he tried him. But I don't know what he fell on, you know, but sometimes when you're running too fast, you kind of like fall down while you're running.
Nigga, I'm out. Please. Fuck out of here. What I say? What I
say? Another race. They're going to do it again.
Too slow.
You see, he trying his hardest. He trying. I would say too slow.
Too slow. Stop playing with me, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
That's 2 times. That's 2 times.
Bro, go. And you. I'm ready. I'm ready to run again. If you really can beat me, I don't want to race.
You lost 3 times, fam. You lost 3 times, fam. That's it. 3 strikes, you out. 3 strikes, you out. Obviously, you're not faster than I Show Speed. Obviously.
You again. Wow.
That's 4 times. Still alive. But he coming in a little bit faster each time, but I gotta give it to I Show Speed.
Time for me to expose.
He faster. Definitely faster now. You know, I can't take that place of I Show Speed being the fastest streamer. You know, his speed, he solidified it today with this right here. Solidified it. Now I gotta see Tyreek, but Tyreek Hill, he not gonna put his career in jeopardy just trying to race somebody. Maybe he pulls something during that race. Season over. You know, you gotta be precautious. You know, and on top of that, he's showing that he could beat Tyreek. If he beat Tyreek, that's gonna ruin his reputation. You know, he's not gonna be known as the fastest NFL player no more. So Tyreek Hill, he got all that on the line. He do. He do. Yeah, actual speed. It don't even seem like he trains. It don't even seem like it. So basically, they ran on the grass first, and then he was like, "Nah, that was on the grass. Let's go to the sidewalk now. Let's go to the sidewalk now." Then boom, they raced on the sidewalk. He still got beat. Still got beat. It depends on how much ISO speed weighs. He looked like he's a good 180, and Ashton looked like 230, 235. So if ISO speed had more weight on him, Ashton Hall's beating him at the same size. But if Ashton Hall was 180, he probably beating ISO speed, but it just depends on the body mass, composition, and all that. But as of right now, it don't matter about size, speed, no nothing. You know, when you run in track, they don't care about your height or your weight. They just care about how fast you are. That's it. That's it. Got him. So since he accomplished that, now he got to race this guy right here, Tyreek Hill, Cheetah. The Cheetah. This is the guy he got to race. You know, the Cheetah, he been outside, man.
We got a track meet that we're preparing for, and I'm gonna turn him up. You know, we don't expect nothing but greatness in the hill from us, bro. You know, so a lot of people can say, "Oh, you're hard on your," but my dad was the same way. Good, higher.
His son got a little earring already. His son got a little earring. I'm pretty sure he got offers already. I would have offered him off rip. Oh, you Tyreek Hill, son? Here. Let us know when you're ready. That's it, man. What class he is? 2040? I can see a 4.2 right now. I can see a 4.2. Yeah, that boy grinding the next Tyreek Hill, huh?
You ain't got no power. Good. Switch. Whatever you gotta work hard to get. You want success, you gotta work hard for it. If you want money, you gotta work hard for it. Don't just anything. You know? It builds character, it teaches discipline. Alright, working hard. It may not be for the sports world, it could be for whatever you want to be. You know? Lawyer, doctor, teacher. You gotta work hard. You gotta embrace it. You gotta be passionate. I'm a football coach.
He want to be a football coach. Okay. All right. You know, you see these moments, it makes you like love Tyreek. But you know, all the bad that Tyreek does as well. It kind of makes you like, man, I hate Tyreek. You know, but he is a father figure to somebody. Somebody does look up to him. You know, I'm glad that he still has this relationship with his son. So, shout out to Tyreek.
You got to work hard. You got to tell your players to work hard. You got to push them, all right?
Yeah, that was a real one. That was a real post by Tyreek.
It's just so hard for me to live up to other people's expectations. I know my nickname is the Cheetah, but I just don't feel like the Cheetah.
I see.
I just don't know what to do anymore, man.
Man, being a cheetah is a state of mind, bro. It's something you gotta work at every day. You think it's these spots that make me a cheetah?
Well, yeah.
Hell nah, man. It's that killer instinct. And you got...
I don't know what Tyreek Hill got going on his Instagram. I don't know what Instagram turned into, bro. I don't know. I'm shocked.
Got that in spades.
You really think so?
Yeah, bro.
Cheetah, Can you help me make a grilled cheese?
Not now, man. Can't you see I'm in a session?
Oh, sorry, Cheetah. And, sorry, Cheetah.
It's all good, man.
Sorry about that. Okay, let's get back to your childhood.
It's just so hard for me to live up to.
That's crazy, man. Oh, Tyreek, you a rapper now? Tyreek, you a rapper now?
Hey, man, continue to try to get better. Continue to try.
Oh, Tyreek, he outside. Hey, Tyreek Hill outside, man. Tyreek Hill outside. But hey, one thing I noticed about Tyreek, don't tell nobody. Hey, I don't tell nobody. I'm not doing no speculations, no nothing like that. You know, I just decided to look, and you know, I was looking through who he's following. He's following this girl right here. This is not he's not following his ex-wife no more. He's following this girl named Janina. You know, I'm not going to do no investigating. I'm not going to spread that stuff about Tyreek. I'm going to let him enjoy his life. But at the same time, I just peeped that, and I'm guessing that's his new little thing right here. New little thing. Kind of look like the last one. I'm not even going to lie. She kind of looked like the last one. We could look at her. I wouldn't mind that. But I'm not doing no speculations. Don't say I said this. You know, I don't have no sources. Please don't go saying this to other people. Y'all can take it as y'all want it. Y'all can take it as a fact or whatever y'all want to do. But I just peeped it. I was like, okay, Tyreek. This is what Tyreek like slim, kind of thick. That's what he like. She looked like the last one. Tyreek, he liked it. Okay, Tyreek. Okay, Tyreek. Yeah, she valid, man. She valid. Summertime fine. What would y'all rate her?
So by the looks of your x-rays, you're gonna need a few root canals and maybe a couple deep cleanings too.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Funny.
Hey, yo. You don't have to love me. You don't even have to like me.
I guess she's like famous on skits. Probably. Yeah, she valid. You know, but sometimes you could leave somebody and get somebody that look exactly the same as them, and people would think like you missed the old person. So maybe this is like a sign like, yeah, he missed his old dime, you know, but he got somebody just that look exactly like her. You know, but that's a lesson right there. Like, you know, I'm not saying like females are replaceable, but at the same time, look, not even a month past he got divorced, he already with this one right here and look exactly like her. Exactly like her. So, you know, but with a female, I think it's harder for a female to find somebody to do that with than a dude. Because a dude could do that with a female, but he probably doesn't have like true intentions. But I feel like if a female meet the right guy, she'll act a certain way and she'll do everything that he says. She gonna play her role and be committed to him if she find the right guy. But a dude, he could find the right girl, but it just depends on if he really mess with you or not to stay committed. So I don't know. I'm not speaking on a relationship, but shout out to Tyreek doing this thing. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
I miss Dread Tyreek, low key. 100 replaceable. Yes, sir. You already know, Ralph. Already know, Ralph. You see, and Tyreek Hill said he lost some weight, so you know this is probably his size right now. I feel like this is when you get the fastest Tyreek. We need this size, not too bulky. You know, I feel like Mike McDaniel told him like he a little bit too small for the offense. We gonna need you to be blocking the ends and all that. So we're gonna need you to add on a little bit of weight that kind of slowed him down. That's what I feel like. And on top of that, Tyreek Hill, he getting older, and on top of that, we telling him to lose weight. No, to add on weight. My bad. That's just like too much. You're gonna have to pick either or. So I'm glad like Tyreek Hill lost some weight, and hopefully we get to see a faster Tyreek this year. Last year, Tyreek Hill, he was fast, but he kind of slowed down. Rick need to go on Pop the Balloon. Shoot, he gonna go on everything at this point, man. He gonna go on everything at this point. A shot to Teddy B. That boy clean. Okay, Teddy. That boy still out there throwing. See, this is why I love Teddy, man. He never gonna stop throwing the ball. Boom, money, bomb. Bro, the way Northwestern be playing, you be thinking like Teddy out there playing with them boys. Because Northwestern good. They got a good team this year. They got a big-time 5-star receiver, Calvin Russell, 6'5". He can go up and get it, play for Northwestern. He's showing off. Hey, at least Teddy got a ring before Mike McDaniel. In Miami, too. Just flexing on him. Shout out to Teddy, man. Hold on real quick. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Ramsey. I see what you said, Raw. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up something real quick. I was meaning to talk about it. Let me see. DG, what's the percentage of Ramsey coming back after Reek talks to him? So there have been some recent updates in regards to that. So with no trade imminent for Jalen Ramsey, Tyreek Hill is campaigning for him to stay in Miami. He said at the Fanatics Fest, "I'm getting Ramsey back in a Dolphins jersey. I don't care what they say. He's a dog. He's one of the best corners in the league, man. Great leader, great teammate too. Though that's what he doesn't get a lot of credit for, man." So Tyreek Hill, he had a little interview. I don't know where that little interview is. Yeah, it's right here. That's him on Johnny Manziel talking about it.
I'm going to hang out with Ramsey next week, man. So I'm going to get him back and go for a press. Full court press. I'm getting Ramsey back in the Dolphins jersey. I don't care what they say. Tampering, whatever. Hell yeah. But we need Ramsey, dog. He's a dog. He's one of the best corners in the league, man. Great leader. A great teammate, too, though. So that's what he doesn't get a lot of credit for, man. Because me and him both were on your team. And we just need him on the Dolphins, man.
Yeah, it's crazy how like ain't nothing really transpired yet. But the fact that Tyreek Hill is saying this, I don't know. Me, I kind of thought too deep into it, and I assumed that Tyreek Hill had some insight in regards to us probably signing another corner, and now he wants Jalen Ramsey to sign back as well to make the team at least formidable. You know, maybe Asante Samuel said, "As soon as I heal up, I will sign with the Dolphins." Maybe he said that. So maybe we're expecting to sign Asante Samuel, and Tyreek Hill know that. Now he's saying, like, I will make sure I'm going to get Jalen Ramsey back. No, not Jalen Ramsey. Tyreek Hill, he don't got that power to say, you know, Jalen Ramsey, we're going to bring him back, you know. But if he has some type of confidence with saying that to him, there's probably like some backing up in regards to it. He probably knows something that probably gonna let Jalen Ramsey be like, okay, I don't mind staying on the team. Now that I know that this is going on, maybe Zach Wilson looking good at practice. Maybe we could do something with Zach Wilson if Tua get hurt. Maybe Quinn Ewers looking like the next one up. You know, it could be all those things. Maybe Asante Samuel was really coming and he's willing to play with Asante Samuel. It could be a lot of factors, but I'm not really taking this, you know, too heavily because I heard that Jalen Ramsey wants to go to the West Coast. That's why I heard. He don't want to stay on the East Coast. He want to go to the West Coast. So either the Chargers, Rams, maybe the Cardinals, Raiders, maybe with Tom Brady and them boys. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I remember this. That boy truck stick Tyreek. Bah! Hit his yeah, hell. Or you think he trying to mend shit with the team? When he stopped playing games, I heard some of West Coast team and family. He probably got some family out there. You know, he already stayed in the West Coast and played for the Rams, so that's probably the case. You know, or he probably just not trying to go up north to Pittsburgh. You know, we all thought that he was gonna go to Pittsburgh, but it don't seem like that's gonna happen. You know, it kind of don't make sense anyways because they got Porter and they got Slay. Ramsey, he not going for that. And they on top of that, they got Dante Jackson. So off rip, you know, you're gonna have a really good DB room, but Ramsey, I feel like he automatically comes in and gets a starting spot. Slay, you gonna let him ride the bench? His last year, probably. You gonna let him ride the bench with Jalen Ramsey out there and Porter? So I think that got considered in regards to Ramsey going to the Steelers, and he's like, nah, I'd rather go to the West Coast instead of going up north anyway. And you see what the Ravens did. You know, Jalen Ramsey was available for trade for the longest. Ravens ain't make no move. As soon as Jair Alexander got available, them boys picked him up right away. Right away. Why didn't they pick up Jalen Ramsey or try to trade for him? But it makes sense because they released Jair Alexander and he easily signed with anybody. Ramsey, it don't seem like we're gonna release him. We're gonna try to get some type of value for Jalen Ramsey. You know, if a team's offering the Dolphins a 3rd round pick, take it. Take it at this point. Take it because that's what we got him for from the Rams. So I would take that, a 3rd round pick. I feel like they're trying to get a second. They're trying to get more value out of what they paying them. But we're going to see what he get traded for. A 3rd round pick, I wouldn't mind that. I'll take that. But I would rather Ramsey stay on the team, of course. Of course. Yeah, that's another reason. Lamar and Jair played together in college. And on top of that, he got released. So the Ravens rather pick up somebody who's released instead of trading for somebody with their salary. Once you release somebody, you can sign them to whatever contract you want to. Jair Alexander signed a $6 million deal, 1 year. That's it. That's cheap as hell for the Ravens. The Ravens, they didn't really have bread like that this year, but they made it happen. I'm pretty sure Jair Alexander got better offers, but he just wanted to go back to the Ravens and go with Lamar. That's probably what happened.
Matchup, me against Tyreek. He's good for what he does for their team. You know, he made All-Pro as a return specialist. Let's get that right. As a return specialist.
Hey, Tyreek, remember this. Before you defend Ramsey, remember this right here. Remember this.
His rookie year, he went to 2 Pro Bowls as a return specialist. 2 years, I made All-Pro in my position as a corner. Went to the Pro Bowl as a corner. So it's not a wide receiver versus corner matchup. so we can get that out of the way off bat. I don't like how whoever has made.
Ramsey spoke. Ramsey spoke. Let me go right here. Ranking the 8 NFL divisions this upcoming year. Wait, this is 2023, my bad. 2023. This page completely changed.
Offseason so far, which includes adding defensive coordinator Dennis Allen. I love what Chicago's building. Then at the 15th spot, the Cowboys, who struggled last season, but that's because they were injured. When this defense is healthy, it's an above average unit, and I like it. Then at 14, I
think Dolphins making this list. Y'all think so?
The Browns, who already lost JOK for the season, but they're still very talented and well-rounded. And it's always a plus when you have Myles Garrett, the best defense player in the league, and you pair him up with a top 5 pick. Which then at 13, I have the Rams, who have one of the best front sevens in all of football. I'm just not sold on the secondary. But even with that, this defense is full of young stars that are only going to get better. I love it. And speaking about front sevens, next to the Giants, who really do have the best front seven in the entire league. They are going to give offensive lines problems all season long. And after them, I have the Chargers at the 11th spot. This was a top 5 unit last year, but they did lose some pieces this offseason, so I expect them to take a slight step back. But you want who won't take a step back? The Seahawks, who had a top 10 unit at the end of last year, and they only got better this offseason. Adding DeMarcus Lawrence and Nick Manwari is going to be bigger than people think. I cannot wait to watch them. And last but not least, at the 9th spot, I have the Chiefs, who did get worse this offseason.
Ain't no way we passing the Chiefs. No way. No way. No way, Jose. Is there a year? See, he seemed like
this is what a week of training and recovery looks like for me in my off season. Every day,
y'all go follow Soka.
You know what's the other dude? Artest.
Right.
Yeah, Ron Artest. He was always like that. He was willing to crash out at any moment. There's always that one player. Who else? Golden State.
It's called Soka Vibes. Y'all go find it on YouTube. Type in Soka Vibes. Y'all go subscribe. We there every week. Every week.
Hey, I'm starting with the red light therapy to get my body going. Dylan, my physical therapist, does my rehab. Monday, we're starting with an upper lift, getting strong in the weight room, getting powerful, transitioning to the field, have some explosive work right here, some sled sprints, trying to get strong and powerful. Tuesday, lower day, we got split squats, RDLs, really focusing on that posterior chain, getting strong. Got some explosive plows right here. Then I'm hitting the field, working on my technique and my training. Wednesday is my active recovery. I'm in the pool, deloading my joints. Then I'm doing Pilates, working on the small muscles. And I like to finish every...
That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do right now.
Wednesday with a nice relaxing massage to recover. Thursday, I'm back in the weight room, upper, getting strong, getting explosive, working on some grip strength right here. Some explosive plyo movement right here with Nick on the field. And then I got some sprints, trying to get faster. Friday, hitting the lower hard again before the end of
Bro, this got like 280. Rock solid, no fat on him.
The week. Got some hip thrusts right here. Heavy hip thrust, some sled sprints, working on getting explosive, and then I'm finishing up with some technique work and D-line technique. Saturday, back in the pool, active recovery, deloading the joints, more Pilates, working on that core, getting all the small muscles firing, and then finishing with a nice massage and relaxing. Sunday, my favorite day, where I get to relax and enjoy the beach with my beautiful babies out here in Jacksonville. Nice way to recover and get ready for the start of the next week. This is what a week.
That's only for right now. Once the season start, you don't got them Sundays. You don't. Shout out to Solo D.
2025 was...
I'm pretty. Yeah, he was out there. He was lit last night. Let me check out his story. Solo D was lit. Outside 3 hours ago. They in the pool with it. I'm sorry, I'm outside, man. I'm gonna be over there by like 4. I'm outside. I'm sorry. I am outside. I am outside.
Why?
I seen this. I was shocked. Teron Armstead, he's showing vulnerability. on this one by saying this on live television?
It's a good
That
question.
you ain't putting the helmet back on.
No lie. Okay. I'm going to say number one. He was a rookie from the Rams. That young boy, Jerry Verse, I'm cool. I'm good. I never got to see that man again. I'm all right with I'm okay with that. Never seeing that young man again in my life. Bull Rush different. Dog is different. You know that it's coming. You brace yourself. He's different. Jerry Verse is different. He will be a defensive player of the year one of these days. Mark my words.
Wow. He talked about, okay, I ain't putting the helmet back on. Give me the top 3 guys' reasons why.
That's a good
That
question.
you ain't putting the helmet back on.
No lie. Okay. I'm going to say number one. He was a rookie from the Rams. That young boy, Jerry Verse, I'm cool. I'm good. I never got to see that man again. I'm all right with I'm okay with that. Never seeing that young man again in my life. Bull Rush.
I'm about to show y'all some film of Jerry Verse versus Teron Armstead. I'm trying to find it, but I'm not really seeing it. All right. Okay, I got it now.
I have known Teron Armstead for a long time. When he speaks, I listen. He said this Jared Verse, he won't miss having to stop his bull rush. He said it's one of the top 3 bull rushes in the NFL right now as just a rookie. And he lets everybody feel his punch. He lines up everywhere. Here he is coming over the left guard right here. Punches.
He blowing them boys up, man. He blowing them boys up. Let me play this back, man. I didn't know Jerry Verse was doing this. I did not know that Teron Armstead felt this way about Jerry Verse, but this goes to show you, like, they automatically got that Aaron Donald replacement. If he come back this year, put up like 10, 15 sacks, 15, I give him DPOY. I give him that. 15 plus.
I have known Teron Armstead for a long time. When he speaks, I listen. He said this Jared Verse, he won't miss having to stop his bull rush. He said it's one of the top 3 bull rushes in the NFL right now as just a rookie. And he lets everybody feel his punch. He lines up everywhere. Here he is coming over the left guard right here, punches Teron Armstead, and then just bull rushes right here, right to Tua, and gets the ball out and gets him down. All right? So you watch him right now, and here he goes. He gets on the edge. Watch out. He's going right through you.
Damn, T-Stat. It's like that? Damn, T-Stat. First of all, T-Stat, you a veteran. You know, I'm not going to critique T-Stat on his technique. I know he got it, but he just couldn't hold up, man. It's just he too strong. He too strong, but we should have seen this when he was coming out. We should have seen this, like, look at his size right here. 6'4", 254. He probably 260 easily now. Look how much he put up on the bench. 31. That's D tackle numbers, nose tackle numbers right there at the end. A 4.58 as well. So Jared Verse, he might get to the point as to where you could play him all along the D line. He might get to that point. That's what they were doing with Aaron Donald. They could kind of do the same thing with Jared Verse. He has the speed to move around, and he has the strength to go up against anybody. That's the good thing about Jared Verse, man. So Teron Armstead, I believe him when he's saying like he tough to hold up because of this number right here. In a good vertical jump for somebody 260, 35 inches on the vertical, this is a hard guy to block. A very, very hard guy to block, man. To be honest.
Like right to Tua. So I thought it was interesting. Like just a rookie. You watch this, you start bracing for this bull rush. You start sitting on it. You start short setting him. He's got this.
Ooh, you see?
All right? Mate, he's going to be coming. Watch for Jared Verse.
He got Teron Armstead on his knees, bro. I ain't know this game was this bad. Didn't we win this game? I think we won this game, right? Yeah.
In his second season, stepping up.
But decent job by Tua avoiding this one. Decent job by him. Man, Teron Armstead got exposed this game. For real. That's shocking right there.
rush different. Dog, it's different. You know that it's coming. You brace yourself. He's different. Jared Verse is different. He will be a defensive player of the year one of these days. Mark my words.
Wow. You talked about, okay, I ain't putting the helmet back on.
That's crazy that Teron Armstead said that. That's crazy. See, Calais Campbell, he's serious. You gonna be a baller, boy. You gonna be a baller, boy. See, he getting his respect from everybody in the league. But shout out to the Rams, man. Who would have thought that they would have get this type of guy right after Aaron Donald? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Let me see this real quick. You know, we almost got Jared Verse in the draft. Almost got him. I love Chop Robinson, but who you think the Dolphins would have picked up? You see, we were like two picks away from getting Jared Verse. 2 picks. You know, I'm happy with Chop Robinson, but who knows what could have happened if the Rams did not take Jared Verse. Who knows? And then on top of that, Troy, we thought that was going to be somebody that we picked up. That's what we thought. You know, we had a chance. You know, a lot of good guys came off the board before and after the Dolphins. Troy, we don't know yet. He got injured. We're going to see how good he is this year. Jared Verse, Defensive Player of the Year. Chop Robinson, you know, had a pretty good rookie year. Quinyon Mitchell had a very good year. Probably CB1 now for the Eagles. Brian Thomas Jr. Wide receiver 1A, you know. Who was Xavier Worthy had a decent year. Graham Barton had a pretty good year. Nate Wiggins and Ricky Parasauce showed some flashes. Xavier Legette, it just depended on the guys that you surrounded him with. You know, this year I think he got the guys so we could really see how the Panthers really want to use Xavier Legette. Like, he gonna get handoffs this year. He definitely gonna be running the ball. You know, he gonna have some explosive runs. You know, yards after the catch. They're gonna use him in that Debo fashion, and we're gonna see what he does with it, man. We gonna see, man. All that protein he be in with the raccoons and stuff like that, the possums. You know, he better be a dog out there, man. He better be a dog. Most definitely. What else I got for y'all?
Miami, Dan Marino. You see that? And you know what these are.
Those hard, man. I might have to cop me those for my birthday. I'm not even gonna lie, those are hard.
You know what these are. Fanatic Fest, we the best. Dan Marino, Miami, 305.
Those are hard. Hey, I might buy them off of
Right.
3, 2, 1.
You see a legendary moment. Miami, Dan Marino. You see that? And you know what these are.
And he gonna have that as proof for life if somebody wanted to buy him. Proof for life that Dan Marino himself signed those shoes. You know, I wonder how much these Jordans will cost. Let me search that up. Miami Dolphin Jordans. Check that out. I don't even see them. These probably the shoes that he just signed, man. I ain't gonna lie. 37,000. 37,000. No way. And no way. Ain't no shoes worth that much, dog. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man. In stock online. Let me check this out, man. I'm thinking it's gonna be like a good $400. 37,000. I'm about to text them right now. Hey, y'all charging too much. Y'all scamming people. Y'all scamming. If I'm paying that much, you better come today. For real, man. But yeah, I might try to get these shoes, man. They clean. I'm not even gonna lie. They clean. I'll spend 400 tops on these. 400. That's it. If you're asking for more, you're gonna have to wait till I'm lit to get these shoes for sure. But my birthday getting these, that will be lit. We'll see. We'll see. I might make it happen. We will see.
You know what these are. Fanatic Fest. We the best.
But I'm pretty sure these are it, man. No way. No way. These have to be the shoes. Maybe this is like a spam account that DJ Khaled used. A little spam account. Oh, it says T1 made. Never mind. Never mind.
Here's some players that you probably...
Shout out to Solo D.
Mettez-le dehors. Mettez-le dehors. She's not coming here.
Hey, this is so
Mettez-le
true.
dehors. Oui. Demi. Mettez-le dehors. Oui. Listen. I'm not gonna accept Joanna in my house because she's pregnant.
That's crazy. He passed out because he found out his daughter is pregnant. Crazy.
Vagabond!
Oui. Où vite est petite non? Où vite
les certificats en bien, oui.
Baba non. Ba so soir, on pour aller.
Ça OK pour cager fort.
Ça let libre.
Let libre ou bien faut les parents ou même avec vagabond nous.
Qui le va venir encore. Bye bye. Excusez-moi.
Ça petit petit en bien.
It's so true, man. So true.
Shout out to
Oh, there go Ifatu. Oh, let me give him a follow, man. He look raw on that 26, man. He look raw on that 26. I ain't gonna lie. There go Ashton Davis.
The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join.
The answer to the question everybody
He signed to Miami. Y'all get it. Y'all get it.
Wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join.
The answer to the question everybody.
Shout out to Ifatu.
Hey, you win the Stanley Cup, yes sir.
There go Tariq Black. Shout out to Tariq. Give him a follow. I think Tariq Black went to Michigan or Alabama. If I'm not mistaken. I forgot what school he went to. Oh, there go him and Nico. Yeah, he went to Michigan, that's for sure. And there go Donovan People-Jones. All them boys went to Michigan. We're going to see if he make the team.
This kid is a guy.
We're going to see. There go Elijah Moore. Okay, he outside. Where he at? He in Spain? St. Tropez? Where this at? I don't know where this is at, but
He seemed like the type.
This is what he talked to me.
Here's some.
shout out to Elijah Moore. Shout out to Elijah. Shout out to my boy Vamos. He in the building. What's good, my boy? How do I find you on X, bro? Let me go to my page real quick. This is my page. DGLivee with 2 E's. That's my page, bro. I've been thinking about getting my neck too. I've been thinking about it. Sunday's Vibes in Broward County, Florida. Smitty's. Where is this at? Yeah, I'm pulling up next Sunday. Yeah, I'm pulling up. I'm not even gonna speak on this one with what Tyreek Hill said about the Buffalo Bills. It's just like, come on, Tyreek. Come on, Tyreek. Why? Aren't you retired, Phil? Are you coming back? That's what I'm starting to think. He might come back. Just a monster, man. 130s. 130s. Insane, man. He's like another James Harrison, to be honest. Both them boys muscle heads. You know, he even worked out with Jared Verse a little bit.
I feel it. This ain't just one day. This ain't day for me. And this is retirement. This is next when I was playing. You ass and you shall receive.
Look, they're the same size too. Same size, kinda. You know, he just like 2 inches taller, but they're probably like the same in regards to muscle composition in their body. Probably the same. Let me search up this Aaron Donald combine. Let me search up Aaron Donald combine. All right. We're gonna look at Aaron Donald numbers compared to Jared Verse numbers. 35. Aaron Donald put up 35 on the bench. Where Jared Verse at? Let me put his up. I gave you a follow, bro. All right, bet. I'm gonna accept it once I get off live. I'm about to get off live and go ahead to that Panthers thing. That Panthers parade or whatever. All right, what's good? Raphael, shout out to y'all boys, Cap for Live, Mr. Finisher, Jamaican, Zion, my boy Zion. But yeah, okay, so Aaron Donald, 4'6'8", and then Jared Verse 4'5'8". So Jared Verse got Aaron Donald on speed. 10-yard split, 1.63 for Aaron Donald. 10-yard split for Verse, 1.6. So he definitely got Aaron Donald on size and speed, I guess. Aaron Donald, he just got more density, you know, but he putting up the same numbers compared to Jared Verse. Same numbers. But I do think Jared Verse is easily over 260. He might be touching 270 nowadays. He could be in that range. 35-inch vertical. Aaron Donald had a 32-inch vertical. It seems like Aaron Donald, he's just stronger than Jared Verse, but he's not more athletic than Jared Verse. Broad jump 10.7, Aaron Donald 9.8. Another one for Jared Verse. Three cone drill 7.31 for Jared Verse. 7.11 for Aaron Donald. So okay, Aaron Donald, he got that one. The shuttle, Jared Verse, he got that one. The only thing that Aaron Donald really got him in is the bench in regards to him having 35 and Jared Verse having 31. But Jared Verse, he could easily get to that. He only a rookie. This is going to be his second year. He could easily get to 35 on the bench. If he put it in that work for real, adding on muscle, he could maybe even 40. He could probably do it 40 times on a good day. So Jared Verse, that strength, he had it coming out. That bull rush is not going to be easy to stop him. That's what Teron Armstead was saying about Jared Verse. That's what he was saying. Very comparable to Aaron Donald in regards to combine numbers. It's just the height. When you think about the height, it doesn't compare in regards to two players. But based off how the Rams going to use Jared Verse this year, they're going to do the same things that they were doing with Aaron Donald. And Aaron Donald, he working with him this offseason. I'm pretty sure he's telling him everything that he know. Everything, man. So I wouldn't be surprised if he really do win Defensive Player of the Year. I wouldn't be surprised. Shout out to a Crazy Dolphin. What's good, Crazy Dolphin? DGR Dolphin Game family. Everyone hit that like button. Subscribe. Support DG and go shop at DG Merchandise. Let's go. Shout out to Crazy Dolphin, man. Shout out to Crazy Dolphin. But today's a Sunday. We chilling today, man. We chilling. I'm about to hop off to go to that parade. So I've been on for over 2 hours. So it's a long time. Arm length. Let's see who got the longer arms. Aaron Donald, 32-inch arms. Jared Verse, 33-inch arms. So the fact that he got longer arms than Aaron Donald, another thing that could be at his advantage, and he could be one of them top defensive players in the whole NFL. He could really solidify that this year, bro. He can. And on top of that, he putting in work with the GOAT. Come on, man. Come on.
Every day that you wake up.
You see like Aaron Donald work out every day. He never get no days off. Good to see you back, DG. Hey, one thing about me, Crazy Dolphin, I'm going to always be back. I'm only consistent when YouTube allows me to. But now I'm going to stay consistent and just focus on the Dolphins content. That's it. That's all we doing now. I'm not switching up. But it seems like they do dumbbell curls until their muscles rip. Yeah, but shout out to Aaron Donald, man. Still doing his thing, man. Still out there lifting weights heavier than us. Aaron Donald, he can't hoop. I guess, bro. I guess.
Everybody that seen me get in a cold tub with a sweatsuit on, who was like,
like Aaron Donald, he's just a different breed, dog. Like, it's unexplainable. He 285. He look like a linebacker. Man. It's just I don't know what to tell y'all, man. It's insane. You can see his abs. It's just crazy. Just crazy, man. I remember the time that I seen Mike McDaniel talking to him. Man, I never been so happy when I seen that. It's like finally the Dolphins doing something right. Finally.
I ain't getting in the cold tub, so this is for y'all, man. I don't play football, first of all, no more, so I technically don't got none of this shit.
Exactly.
I do it because I want to do it for recovery. But
what you recovering from? You're not playing. You're not playing. So what you recovering from? It don't make no sense.
That's all since y'all seen. I ain't got it no more. I can't do this, I can't do that. You know, started meetings early this morning. Finished that. Went straight to a workout, cardio, then weight room.
You shouldn't look like this at 285. I know some dudes who look completely opposite of what this is like. For real. Yeah, you're right, Crazy Dolphin, low key. One thing about Cameron Wake, he was solid too, but he was 270. He was 270, 275, you know. So he carried his weight well. He didn't really have too much fat on him. Aaron Donald don't seem like he got any fat. Definitely under 10% body fat. Definitely. You know, even his abs got biceps. Like, come on, man.
Now we in cold tub, so we will get in the cold tub with just some shorts on today. So I won't hear none of that in the mentions. You got a sweatsuit on, so this is for y'all. Since y'all saying, "Oh, get in there, it's cold."
But ain't no ice in there.
Come close. It's cold. With a nice ready light, you know. Do I look cold? When I do this, another day in the life, man. Stay tuned. This is for
I guess. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Aaron.
Hey, safe to say I'm the beat.
Like he doing one. Oh man, this is insane right here, man. Bro, I go to my gym sometimes. Even the 100-pound dumbbells, people don't even touch those. And he over here just playing around with the 130s. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just wild. Oh, this is the other time he was talking about that he went in. But yeah, man, I'm gonna just search up one more thing, Cameron Wake, and then I'm gonna be out of here. Right here, we got Cameron Wake at edge. You know, one of the stronger guys to play back in the day. You know, wouldn't be a guy that I would put at 3 technique. On top of that, we had some dogs at 3 and the 1. We had Phillips from Oklahoma, and we had Ndamukong Suh. So we didn't have no need to move these guys inside, but we could really use them inside if we really had to. Olivier Vernon as well. This D-line was crazy right here. This D-line was crazy. At linebacker 55, ain't this could be Dansby, right? Ain't this Dansby? Cole Misi something? This is Philip Wheeler right here at linebacker. You know, but this D-line was deadly. You know, we overpaid for Ndamukong Suh, but he brought that fear factor for our D-line. He definitely brought that. So that's why I appreciate Ndamukong Suh. No matter all this that he did, stomping on people, all that, you know, he a real intelligent guy, man. Real intelligent, and he finessed us for sure. He got his bread from us. Definitely got his bread. But Cameron Wake, he was just a pressure getter. Like, you had to be strong to go up against Cameron Wake. You gotta be strong, bro. I don't know where are all these things coming from, man. Hell, I'm writing to propose a collaboration that I think could mutually benefit you as a streamer. My goal is to help talented streamers like yourself reach a wider audience. Like, what's going on, man? Grow your viewership. I have a strong network of gaming enthusiasts. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. Cameron Wake was chiseled out marble stone. For real, I don't even think he had 1%. He like a DK Metcalf at like DN. For real. Look easy. I always remember Cam Wake. Always. Against Ryan Fitzpatrick, sack. Easy. Tyrod Taylor against the Bills. Boom. This is when we used to eat against the Bills. These times, man. These times. Against the Titans, boom. Easy sack. Marcus Mariota. And one thing about it, because of Cameron Wake's size, you know, it's more easier for him to get the ball out just because of his brute force and strength once he got to the quarterback. You know, once he got to you, you're going to feel him around you. You're going to feel him around you. See ball come out. See, he's not stiff as well. He was a big guy who was kind of bendy. You know, he wasn't a finesse guy. Ooh. Cameron Wake. I know y'all miss him. Straight on his bat, man. He was just a dog, man. Good hand usage. You could definitely like see his strength on film. Boom, easy. We just had too much dogs this year. You know, we could kind of replicate this with the team that we have now based off the amount of talent that we got this year, to be honest. We get into the quarterback with 4. Like, come on, man. Easy. And we had Robert Quinn, too. Y'all remember Robert Quinn, the guy with like 36-inch arms? Hard for tackles to go up against. Very hard. There go Karen. Ooh, just easy, man. Like, he made it look too easy. Way too easy. See, like, that boy was chiseled, dog, for no reason. For no reason. You know, you would have thought, like, he popping something. He popping something or he injecting something. You would have thought that, but, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. You're going to need 2 guys to block him. Like, look at his forearms. You can tell, like, if this guy, you can tell, like, if this guy go up in your chest, he going to push you back. He definitely going to push you back. It's an animal, man. You know, the guy that's most similar to Cameron Wake right now in our DN room, I would definitely say Bradley Chubb. That's the most closest thing that we got right now. This is him at the Titans. He left the Dolphins to go to the Titans and then leave right after that. Dead chat, not today. Hype up your stream with Nesna.com. Man, I'm gonna talk to Aiden Ross. Them boys don't know I know Aiden Ross, but I'm gonna talk to Aiden Ross, let them know about it. I know Aiden Ross run kit. I know that. Come on, man. That's my time. That's my time. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to show that. Twitter is just a crazy place. Twitter just a crazy place, man. But hey, it was a good stream. I appreciate y'all. Love you. I gotta be somewhere at 4, so I don't really got that much time left. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe for more content. I will be editing this video and reposting the clips of each topic that we talked about today. So if you ain't have the time to watch this live stream, I'll make it easy for you by reposting the videos. I got y'all. But hey, man, you already know what it is. It's DGE, Dolphin Gang Entertainment. Please lock in right now. The season about to be lit on this channel. season about to be like. I'm about to tell you, we about to blow up this year. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Before everything happens, I appreciate everybody who pull up. Appreciate everybody who been here since day one. We about to turn up this year, man. I promise y'all, man. Promise y'all. Shout out to Raphael. Great show, DG. Appreciate you, Crazy Dolphin. Raphael, I'm gonna see y'all next stream. I probably will be back tomorrow or Tuesday. Just depends. But hey, man, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. It's DGE Dolphin Gang Entertainment. It's your boy DG, and I'm going.